What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Super Beast GN. Today we are playing another control-y deck in Brawl. This is like our control series. It's all about control, and not that video game that's on the PS5. We have Wandering Emperor as our commander. And I don't think I've played with Wandering Emperor as a commander before. I don't normally play... So, when I play Magic Arena, normally, I don't like to play with... Like, I like to play Brawl as if it was Commander. In Commander, you can't have Planeswalkers as your commander. But later on in my Magic career, I've learned, let's just have fun, you know? Why not? This is Brawl. This ain't Commander. We're going to play Wandering Emperor as our commander. One problem with Wandering Emperor as your commander is that you can't trick your opponent into attacking. But you do give them, like, a... kind of like a choice to make. It's like, do I want to get the Wandering Emperor to exile my stuff? Usually not. Usually they have something around it. If they attack, this is the reason you have the Emperor here is to know whether your opponent has some tricks or not. If your opponent attacks into open mana when they know you have Wandering Emperor, you know that there's some kind of tricks. So makes it actually kind of better for you, right? But anyways, we're going to try to make as many tokens as we can. But along the way, we're going to try to exile and destroy all things that our opponent holds dear to their heart with stuff like Depopulate. We have Expel the Interlopers. Basically, any board wipe that we have in the game, we probably have in this deck, or we have a lot of them. There might be one or two that we didn't put in here, but we got the main ones like Farewell and all that. We also have stuff like Ojer, which triples the amount of tokens we make, and Mondrak. Where is Mondrak? In the 4s. Mondrak, Glory Dominus, which doubles the amount of tokens that we make. So, you know, together, they're a force to be reckoned with, especially because we're going to be making tokens. But that's not the only thing we make tokens with. The Emperor is not the only thing. We also have Archangel Elspeth, which is another token maker. Thousand Moon Smithy, another token maker. And then with all those tokens, if we block those tokens and we have, let's say, Elesh Norn on the field, our opponent's going to lose 2 life unless they pay 1 for each instance of that, which is good. This is mono white. We have Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. If you're using any mono color, hell, if you're using any color, I think Nykthos is a good land. But in this deck, it's really good because we get to play a bunch of stuff. Because our commander is 2 white, by the way. That's Devotion of 2, so that's nice. We also have stuff like Esper Sentinel, Giant Killer, Land Tax, like all this, like these like small drops to kind of like stay in the early game, to get in the early game, and then you know, to kind of keep us alive and get some advantage. We have Skrelv, we have Skrelv's Hive, and we also have Lunarch Veteran, so that we can just infinitely get like little Skrelv mites. We have Key to the Archive. We have Celestis for ramp, Mindstone, Arcane Signet for ramp. We have Reckoner Bankbuster. And then we have like single target removal, like Destroy Evil, Fateful Absence, Get Lost, Ossification, Banishing Slash for artifacts or enchantments. It's fine. You know, it's all good. So basically, we're just trying to like overwhelm our opponent with just removing everything they've held dear. See, like Brawl is one of those formats where it's just so easy to win. If you just know the right moves, you know, just remove your opponent's commander, you know, or just wipe the field and, you know, like let your opponent get greedy and wipe the field. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll just probably give up because, you know, this is not ranked. No reason to care about losing. You just move on to the next game and you find something that's good. You know, find a game that's good. Also, we have Approach of the Second Sun. Don't really plan on using this much, but it is a really cool win condition if if the game goes long. Elesh Norn, Grand Cenobite. Other creatures you control get +2/+2, and since we're making a lot of tokens, this is a good, really good card. Man, I like the only thing I hate about doing Brawl videos is that like there's so many cards to go over, and it just takes so long. So like you guys get the picture here, right? We got Ugin, Eternal Wanderer. You know, we got other token makers like Soon's Intervention, and I don't know, just a lot of good stuff here. What was the other thing? I think, oh yeah, Blind Obedience is really cool. Your opponent's stuff comes in tapped. I don't have Authority of the Consuls in here. Didn't want to waste a rare on it. I actually used one of those rares to make the Nykthos, because I've never used Nykthos before, and I think it's a great card. So we don't have the Authority of the Consuls, but hey, if you have Authority of the Consuls, I would put that in here. Over, I don't know. Like, you could probably get rid of maybe Land Tax or Giant Killer. One of those two. But yeah. Also Rabble Rousing. We have Rabble Rousing because we're making tokens, you know? We're just making tokens, and if we have this with the Ojers on the field, it's just your opponent's just gonna be like, wow, I wish I had a board wipe. And you know what? If you were in that situation, you probably would never have a board wipe. But if your opponent's in that situation, they probably will, because this is Magic Arena. Welcome to it. Anyways, we also have Karn's Bastion and Mirex and Macer's Foundry. Those are like the main. Cavern of Souls, I don't know why. Why not? There's no reason to have it in here. It's just there. Well, I mean, I guess if we do want to play like, we have a couple Elesh Norns in here. We have Elesh Norn, we have 3 Elesh Norns and Mondrak. So we have like all our creatures are basically Phyrexian, all our good creatures at least. So you can name Phyrexian, and if your opponent's playing counter spells, they're just like sad, you know. Welcoming Vampire is a vampire, but you know, who cares? We have a Monastery Mentor in here. Creates the 1/1 monks with prowess. Probably good, but yeah, I mean, you wanna make sure that your Phyrexians don't get countered. And we have one, we have that's a god. We have 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, we have 3 Elesh Norns and a Mondrak. We have a Serra Paragon too, Angel. Yeah, I mean, basically your Phyrexians you want to use it on because those are your important ones. Those are the ones that your opponents are going to want to get rid of. And if they can't get rid of them, if they're playing like mono blue, which no one plays mono blue in Commander, I don't think. They're gonna have a hard time, you know. They're just gonna be very sad because all they can do is bounce it back to your hand, and then what? You still have the Cavern of Souls, you know. Just play it again. But yeah, that is it. Let's get into the games and see how this particular deck does. Is Planeswalker versus Planeswalker. I think we're gonna keep this because we got the Bankbuster and the Mind Stone. And 2 lands, and we go first, so it's like all good things, right? All right. I think do we do the Reckoner first or the? I don't know. No, because we need to pay 2 to actually use that. So maybe the Mind Stone first. I don't know. We do want to get the Wandering Emperor out at some point. The only problem about playing the Wandering Emperor as your commander is that there's no surprises. Like, they know it's there. So when you have 4 mana up, it's just going to be played. But we also have Elspeth, so hello. They're playing red. No, oh, they're not playing. I'm sorry. Oh no. Well, at least it can't hurt us. Fabled Passage. Okay, well, now we have it at least. Well, it's a tap land anyway, so it's like they only have 2, so they didn't really do much. They did something, but they didn't do much. Because they could have just put this out this turn. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're really getting those lands there. So here's the question. Do we play the Bankbuster or the Wandering Emperor? I don't know. I think it's probably the Wandering Emperor. And we can hold up Get Lost as well, so. For the Planeswalkie. For the Jabberwocky. Okay. I think that's what we do. We probably should have played the Bankbuster. I wanted my choice between the Wandering Emperor and the Bankbuster, though. They can't actually do it. They have no mana, so might as well.
I have developed a new hypothesis.
I think we just do this. We start making creatures. They got a command tower, they got a hallowed fountain, and a sun petal grove. No man lands yet. Well, they gotta call them man lands. They could be women. Swords to plowshares, sure. Can't do it now. I guess we'll just get rid of Karn Silence. Boom. Spent their whole turn on that. Well, they used the map tokens too. They might have a counterspell. You think they have a counterspell? Oh no. I think we just let the Grazer attack. And then we just attack Dovin.
I hope you don't mind if I enjoy this.
Ooh. This is gonna get flying. Oh yeah, I forgot that had reach. Sneaky reach. Alright, that's cool. That's okay. We can get rid of that. You never suspect the Arboreal Grazer. Or at least I don't. That's 7? Good gracious.
I'm inspired by a good assault.
Alright, I need a land. I definitely need a land now.
If nothing else, our ideas, like seconds, are fleeting.
There we go. Let's just destroy that. I do not like that.
I've learned my lesson.
And we can play that. And we can play that. This is crew 3, bros. Well, we can still use it. We can still do it, but let's go ahead and no attacks this time. And let's just wait it out. Maybe I'm pretty sure they'll attack the Ugin.
This will be over quickly.
Creating a Thopter token, huh? All right.
I made you a gift. These contraptions have their uses.
They're gonna double attack on the Ugin, probably. I don't think they care about losing one token. We can get away with not playing our Emperor, that'd be great. So then we do that. And we do that.
Truth lies beyond vision.
Show him what you got.
Well, maybe I should have put flying on Ojer. Yeah, maybe I should do that. I'll do that next turn.
Cold logic will always win. There is elegance in simplicity.
What do you think they have? They have a lot of flyers. Pass to attackers. Yeah, no blocks.
Stand down.
Okay. I guess I will put that into my hand, sure. Transform, activate only if you attack with 3 more creatures. That's fine. Let's see.
This is our fight to win.
And then let's do that, I guess.
Return.
The fabric of the Monastery
Nice!
obeys me.
And then I guess I could just do this. Draw a card. I wish I would have had that earlier. Alright. No need to play it now and put it in danger of another board wrath. The board wipe. It's okay. Well, I didn't know. How could I know that it was going to be one of my next cards? No way to know. Unless I'm psychic. Alright, 3 mana left though. What can they do for 3 mana? Alright.
One step behind.
Oh, 5 mana. I'm sorry. Sure. Create a colorless Thopter token. Sure.
From another's success.
Sure. I'll take action. I'll do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll do all 3. Oh, come on. Really? Oh no! Don't go! You go first. Jin-Gitaxias is a thing. Alright. Let's go first. We got Loran. We got Fateful Absence. We got some things. We need to do a little work to get to where we need to be, but... Got the 4 lands. Sure. Karn's Bastion. They're gonna... Probably gonna counter this. They want to counter the Wandering Emperor, but they can counter this. Spell Pierce. Yep. Now they're gonna start playing stuff. This is a control deck. Amazing. Key to the Archive, sure. Well. Guess we just do that. And then we say go. We keep the Fateful Absence up. Not that it's gonna matter. Speedrun Archive, sure. Tomb of the Infinite, sure. Attack. Whenever you cast an artifact, whenever an opponent casts an artifact, counter that spell. This ability. Okay, so it's not the first one. It's, you know, okay. Let's do that. A lot of vigilance happening right now. Oh, they're gonna send it back to my hand. Sure. We can both draw a card. How about it? Let's Invasion of Gobakon. I feel like that's the right play before we play anything else that gets countered. They'll counter this. Okay. Do they have? They can't have another Spell Pierce, can they? Oh, they can have a Wash Away.
Run away. You'll be safer.
Oh, they can have. Oh.
Let
Okay.
your blade do the talking.
I still think they have something. Uh-oh. They might have something to send everything back to my hand, which is not bad. Both draw a card. I like you drawing cards, because it's fun, you know? You and me. Ugh. Oh no! And you're dead. Yes, baby. We have a one-lander. That is not going to happen. There we go. That's better. That's actually much better. Alrighty. We have a Mind Stone. And we can actually use the Mishra's Foundry next turn. Wow. That's actually dope. And then on turn 3, am I about to have Elesh Norn on turn 3? Well, no, probably they're gonna kill it. Can you play something for 1? You cannot. It's got Vigilance. Oh, they could have Wash Away. Oh no, no, they can't. Not Wash Away. That's Wash Away is only for this. All right, now what? They got to kill it. They're gonna have to kill it. Of course, they have a removal. They have black. Like if you're playing black and you don't have a removal in your opening, they don't have it. So what do? We have 5 mana. I think we actually just attack and we hold up Fateful Absence. Yeah. Because we can actually play either the Wandering Emperor or Fateful Absence. Vanishing Slash can be done next turn. Alright, what do you got? Using its Mutate ability? Sure. We can always exile something. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. What do you got? You got Spell Pierce, Memory Lapse. Sure. Now what? Nothing. Oop. We do not attack. We do not do anything. They probably have a counter spell. Draw a card, put a land onto the battlefield from your hand, sure. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gains death touch and lifelink. Do you have something else? That's 2 mana? Oh, you could, I guess, but something that's like a hard counter? Okay. Okay. Ugin's going to do his best.
More than you could learn. Now I can create or destroy.
Ugin's dead no matter what, so I will not block this. Bye, Ugin. You were a noble sacrifice.
This is not my first ending.
Paid it. That's fine. Cultivate, sure. Okay. We could do Banishing Slash. Watch him put it back into his, If he puts it back into his command zone, it's probably that he doesn't have a creature to mutate with. Oh, okay, he does. What do I have here? Nothing that I can really use, but that's fine. See if he mutates. I hope it doesn't have hexproof, whatever it is. I hate when that happens. It's always hexproof. Yeah, if it mutates, it has hexproof. Okay. Do I sacrifice this? Draw a card? I think I do. That works. Don't have enough to play that. He won't attack, though, because he knows the Wandering Emperor is here. It's the beauty of Wandering Emperor as a commander. You just know it's always a thing. But the thing is, if he does attack, that means he has, like, a counterspell. That's okay. Okay. We put the Wandering Emperor out now and pump, I think. They gotta have some kind of removal. Like, there's no way they don't have removal at this point in time. Pass to attackers. They have a counterspell. No freaking way. Or they have something to protect us with.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
That's more like it. They also have 3 mana, so I don't know what they're doing. Did they forget that I can do that? No. They have something. They have a plan. I have faith in my opponent. Sure. Boom. All right. Cool. I mean, that's pretty good. Not gonna lie. They have no mana left. Let's see. We're gonna do this. I know it's weird.
Years of training for this.
Decline.
Guards.
And then I'm ooh. Gotta do that one though. Target a player. Oh yeah.
Fun. I'm home.
I didn't mean to do that. No.
Protect the people.
That's fine. That's fine. Misplays are misplays. They still have to deal with my 7/9 Elesh Norn. If they kill the Elesh Norn, they attack my freaking No, actually, no. We're still good because we can replay the Wandering Emperor. There we go, and they figured it out. There is a simple thing we do when we come across Mythweaver Pock. I'm going first, so I'm not going to do that, but it's usually just concede. Because this thing is OP. Much like a lot of people just concede to Ragavan, we concede to Mythweaver. Mythweaver? I think this is a very slow hand, actually, but I think this might be an early concede. We'll see what happens. Probably a lot of lands happening. But we do have by invitation only, so if we get there, I think we're good. I do like Expel the Interlopers a little better, because I get to control what dies and what doesn't. This is just like kill everything, pretty much. Let's Lunarch. Let's Lunarch. Let's Veteran. Let's Lunarch and let's Veteran. That's not good. Why does this have to be powered up? Like, I don't understand that. Why did it have to be a 1/2? No one knows. Slowest game ever. Slowest game ever. Sure, no blocks. It makes sense. We're gonna do that first. Why not? Why not? And we're just gonna gain life. That's fine. Sure. Already put a land down. Goodbye. I love it. It's the teller of tales. I don't like this hand. And the opponent goes first. That's kind of gross. And we only have like one white. So it's like, well, I mean, like any land we get is going to be white. So I don't think that matters, but this is very, very slow. I don't know if I want to use this. I'm gonna take my mulligan. I'm gonna take my one free mulligan. That is much better, actually. Skrelv. All right, we're gonna take 1 poison damage. That's fine. We have the land, so they can actually counter this. Plaza of Heroes, sure. I have to pay 3 for that. Wait until the end, because then they could just power up the Skrelv. Now we got to do that. Because this, I think, can protect it, right? Yeah. Oops. That because you can't like tap that for a color, so you know. Reasons. They could do that though. I mean, that's fine. All they found was a land. Lame. So we can go Elesh Norn. Protection. This gains protection, so it's like there's nothing we can do really. Cloud Key. Nice. Cool card. I like that one. And switch your library for a creature card with mana value 1 or less. I mean, I guess I was like, what would be 1 or less? I guess Ornithopter would be less than 1. But yeah, that's a good choice. Okay. Unless we just do that. I might have played that wrong. Decline. That's fine. I should have played the Nykthos, but that is fine. Castle Eisenberg. Alright. The Defiler. And then they can play that too. That's that's insanity. At its very best. I guess we have to do it, right? I know, I did artifacts too, I don't care. We have enough lands. Iron Crag is not, you know. I couldn't do anything anyway, so there you go. Now they're going to play their commander. That's really all they got. Now I play Nykthos next turn. They have themselves an Elesh Norn. They can attack. I mean, it's got vigilance.
Run away. You'll be safe. May your blade strike true.
I think we just do that. I keep not playing Shrine. I don't know why.
Remember your training.
Okay. And then kill that. Attack you. And then if we want to, we can make this indestructible. Other creatures you control have trample. But does not have haste. Okay. My turn. I think we just do that.
Shining blaze in the dark. New moves to teach you.
No attacks. We're doing pretty good here. Sure. And it has haste. So now you can have 2 more mana, right? Maybe they don't have anything to play. Elspeth Con. What does this do? Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card, then put a land card from your hand. Return card creature controls to its owner hand. They need 3 to do that, though, right? So this is where they give up. Do they have 3? They don't have 3 mana, right? They do not. Yeah, and they do give up. Absolutely. Good game. That is the deck. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and watching this awesome video. I hope it's awesome. I hope you think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. I thought it was fun. Had a lot of fun playing this deck. Monocolor decks, not so bad. If you know what you're doing. White is a really good monocolor. Black is a really good monocolor. I think either one of those, if you're going mono, white or black, that's the way to go. And I think because of the Wandering Emperor is so good. And also, I wanted to play the Wandering Emperor because the Wandering Emperor is leaving standard this season. So I kind of wanted to pay a little homage to one of the main staples. Because this has been a staple for, what, 3 years now? It's insane. It's a really, really good card. But yeah, I wanted to kind of like, give it its spotlight, even though it's had spotlight. Obviously, everybody plays it, and you attack into somebody with 4 mana open, and there's going to be a Wandering Emperor there. But I thought it would be cool to kind of like pay homage to some of the cards that are going out of standard, and this was like one of the main ones where I was like, that's a pretty important card going out. So let's make a little commander deck around it. And I thought that was pretty fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Let me know what you want to see me play in the comments below. What you want to see me brew around. If you want this a specific commander you want to see me brew around, I'll definitely try it out and see what happens. I love seeing your suggestions. So thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Peace out and have a wonderful day.